The Wasatch County School District Board of Education is holding a Truth in Taxation hearing on Wednesday, August 16, 2023 at 6:30 p.m. to discuss the tax rate with the citizens of the county. It is important to understand Utah state law regarding school taxes. The state of Utah allows a school district to collect the same amount in taxes that it collected in the previous year, along with any taxes on new growth. As assessed valuations grow, the state uses the certified tax rate system to lower the tax rate, holding the money stream to the same level as the previous year. If, however, the school district decides to hold the tax rate steady to generate additional income to meet the district's needs, the state of Utah requires that a Truth in Taxation hearing be held to inform the public. The school district is proposing to hold the tax rate at the same level as last year. The state would call this a tax increase since the school district didn't allow the tax rate to drop to a lower number. To understand the actual tax rate used for Wasatch County School District, we've provided a direct comparison of the tax rates for 2022 and the proposed tax rate for 2023. There are 5 levies that make up the total school district levy. However, on your local tax bill, you will see 3 levies. The first one is the basic state school levy. That is controlled by the state of Utah and is not impacted by the Truth in Taxation hearing. The second item on the list, the Wasatch County School District, is in reality made up of 3 independent levies: the board local levy, the voted local levy, and the capital local levy. The final line on your tax bill is for the school district bond. That is made up of the debt service levy, which is used to pay for existing school bonds. These are the rates for each of these levies for 2022. These are the proposed rates for 2023. As you can see, the board local levy and the voted local levy remain the same as in 2022. The debt service levy will see a drop from 0.001056 to 0.000251 as the final payment is made on the Wasatch High School bond. In conjunction with that final payment, the capital local levy will see an increase from 0.001132 to 0.001937. That is a zero-sum change in tax rates, as the money used to pay for Wasatch High School, which came from the debt service levy, will now be used to pay for the new high school currently under construction out of the capital local levy. You can see from the totals at the bottom of each column that the final tax rate imposed by the school district for 2023 is the same as the rate for 2022. Since the last Truth in Taxation hearing in 2019, the district has let the tax rate float down, which means the overall district tax rate has been going down as shown in the following chart. This is the first time in 4 years that the district is requesting the tax rate remain at the same level. The graph shows the actual tax rates levied by Wasatch County School District in the years from 2019 to 2023. The column on the left is the tax rate going out across the years on the horizontal graph. The graph has 4 lines representing 4 categories of rates on the graph. The top line is the total tax rate. The second line is the combined voted local levy, the capital local levy, and the board local levy. Next comes the state control levy, which is called the basic rate, and finally the debt service rate. While there are ups and downs on the graph as taxes change, it shows that the rates are going down. The decrease on the debt service levy is due to the final payment being made on the Wasatch High School bond, while the increase in the capital local levy is to reflect the payment of the new high school bond. These 2 funds even out as the one goes down the same amount as the other goes up, holding the overall tax rate level. But perhaps most important is the top graph, the total tax rate, which is taking a substantial turn downward. Because of increased property valuation in the county, this will generate a $14 million revenue increase. There are 3 important reasons why Wasatch County School District is proposing this course of action. The first is a follow-through of commitments made by the board and shared with the public last year to address growth by building a second high school for the Valley through lease revenue bonds. This included moving the payment for the future high school from the debt service levy to the capital levy. The debt service levy will be decreased by $9 million, while the capital levy will be increased by the same amount, making it a zero-sum impact for taxpayers. That money will be used to make the last payment on the existing high school. That final payment will retire the old bond, and then those funds will be used for future payments on the second high school, resulting in a zero-sum change for taxpayers. This completes the plan outlined by the board when moving forward with issuing lease revenue bonds to fund the new high school at no impact to taxpayers. Second, of the increased revenue, $7.7 million will be used for teacher salaries and utilities, fuel, and other operating costs affected by inflation. Over the past 4 years, district enrollment has grown by 1,647 students, with a corresponding number of teaching positions required to manage that growth. The additional tax revenue collected will help cover the increases in their accompanying costs. This chart shows the increase in costs to the district since the 2019-2020 school year, which is the last time a Truth in Taxation hearing was held. This column shows the cost for fiscal year 2020. This second column shows the cost for fiscal year 2023. And the third column shows the change in each of the categories, while the last column shows the percentage of change. The bottom row gives the total amounts for each year, along with the total dollar change and the overall percentage change. Third, $6.3 million will be placed in the capital fund for future school projects. The district anticipates that continued growth throughout the county will result in additional schools being built. The board is proposing to hold the capital levy at its current rates in order to generate new income for the express purpose of funding future projects and minimizing interest paid for future school construction. Members of the Wasatch County School District Board of Education take their fiduciary responsibilities very seriously. They are mindful of the overwhelming responsibility to provide the children in this valley with a safe learning environment that promotes student achievement and opportunity. We continue to strive to be the highest achieving district in the state by continuing to attract and retain the best teachers for our students, which is a primary factor for teacher retention as we compete with neighboring districts for teachers. Fulfilling these responsibilities drives the actions of the school board and other district leaders. Opportunity for public input will be provided at the Truth in Taxation meeting, and residents can send comments or questions for the board to questions@wasatch.edu in advance of the meeting.